What's up, guys? It's your boy Swervo here with another video. In today's video, we're going to be solving systems by elimination. This is my preferred way to solve systems if I had the choice. You know, sometimes it's easy to solve by substitution. Sometimes elimination is the way. So in general, real quick, elimination is maybe the preferred method when both equations are in, so when equations are in standard form. So standard form is when it looks like an x term plus a y term equals some constant number. So I have a couple examples for us to do together. And I'll kind of go through steps as we go through these problems. So the first one I have here is kind of going to be an easy one. So 4x plus 8y equals 20. And then negative 4x plus 2y equals negative 30. So when we're doing elimination, the first sort of goal after we determine that they're in standard form is to multiply the equations so that the coefficients of one of the variables, so the coefficients, are the same or opposite. So what I mean by that is if we have a 4 as the coefficient in this first equation, I would either want the other equation to have a coefficient of 4 or the opposite, which is negative 4. In this first problem we're going to do, that's already done for us, and we don't need to multiply the equations by anything. So because we have coefficients that are opposite of each other, we can add these equations. So we're going to add every column. And what we'll get is 4x plus negative 4x is 0, or it cancels out. 8y plus 2y is 10y. And 20 plus negative 30 is negative 10. The x variable got eliminated. That's why it's called elimination. It got canceled out. So now to solve for y, I divide by the coefficient, divide by 10. So y equals negative 1. And then once you solve one variable, it's very similar to when we did substitution. You take that value and you plug it into any equation. I like this one because it's all positive things. So 4x plus 8 times y, but I know what y is, it's negative 1, equals 20. 4x plus, oops, that's supposed to be an x, plus negative 8, so 4x minus 8 equals 20. 4x, take the negative 8, bring it to the other side, so it becomes positive. So 20 plus 8 is 28. Divide by 4, x equals 7. And we are done. So our solution, if we want to write it as an ordered pair, would be x comma, whoops, not x, what the hell? 7 comma negative 1. All right, so a problem like this is going to be kind of the easy example for elimination. Looks like I'm scrolled down already. Let's scroll up and let's do another problem. All right, so let's do this one. So the problem is, first equation is going to be negative 2x minus 9y equals negative 25. Second equation is negative 4x minus 9y equals negative 23. Okay, so if you look, right, our idea is we want the coefficients to be the same or opposite. And if you notice, these coefficients are the same. In the previous problem, they were opposite. When they are the same, we are not going to add these equations. We are going to subtract them. So I'm going to subtract this whole equation from the first one. Now, when you're subtracting equations, be careful because you need to sort of distribute this negative sign. So let's go through it. Negative 2x minus negative 4. Minus negative 4 turns into plus. So negative 2x plus 4x is positive 2x. Negative 9 minus negative 9, again, turns into plus. Negative 9 plus 9 is 0. It cancels out. Negative 25 minus negative 23. Minus negative 23 is adding 23. So that would be negative 2. Divide both sides by your coefficient. So x equals negative 1. And then you can take this and plug this in to either equation. I'm going to choose the top equation. Negative 2 times x is negative 1 minus 9y equals negative 25. Multiply negative 2 times negative 1. Negative times negative is positive. And then I'm going to move this negative 2 to the other side, or it's positive 2, move it to the negative side. Other side it becomes negative. So negative 27, divide by negative 9, divide by negative 9. Y equals positive 3. I'm going to pause the video here for a moment. Okay, we're back. Welcome back. If there's some noise going on, it's because one of my classes is starting, so don't worry about it. Let's do one more problem. I want to choose a little bit of a harder one. Let's do this one. So we have 8x plus 14y equals 4, and negative 6x minus 7y equals negative 10. So in this case, when you look at the coefficients, none of these coefficients are the same or opposite. So now we have to do a little extra work. You want to think maybe there's an easy way to do it. So I need to multiply an equation so that the coefficients are either the same or opposite. If you look, this second equation, the coefficient in front of y is negative 7. Negative 7 is related to positive 14. So I'm thinking, oh, maybe let's multiply this equation by 2. Because then this negative 7 will become negative 14, and that'll be nice. So if I multiply everything by 2, I'm going to get negative 12x minus 14y equals negative 10. Now, I do have coefficients that are the opposite. They're not the same, but they're opposite. So I'm going to add these equations that I highlighted, because this equation down here, since it's just a multiple of this one, it is exactly the same line. If I add these, 8 plus negative 12 is negative 4. So negative 4x, positive 14y plus negative 14y cancels out, and 4 plus negative 10 is negative 6. Wait, I messed up. This was supposed to be negative 20 because I multiplied by 2. Damn it. Sometimes you make mistakes. It's okay. So anyways, 4 plus negative 20 is negative 16. That's good because now it's going to work out nicer. More nicer. X equals negative 16 divided by negative 4 is positive 4. Then I can take this, plug it in. Let's do the first one. So 8 times 4 plus 14y equals 4. 8 times 4 is 32 plus 14y equals 4. Subtract 32 from both sides. I know I'm going a little fast. Feel free to pause the video, rewind. I do have a class starting, so that's why I'm going a little quicker. 4 minus 32 is negative 28. Divide by 14. Divide by 14. Y equals negative 2. And we are done. And I'm going to pause the video there. I'll probably make another video with elimination to go a little slower. But for now, I'll catch you all in the next video. If you like the video, make sure you like and subscribe and hit that bell notification. Trying to get to 100 subs.